This RV right here is probably the shortest, lightest weight, most affordable fifth wheel with a side patio in the industry. This is the all-new 2026 Coleman 2800 SUNDECK. And you may be saying, Coleman, I thought they made travel trailers, and that is true, they did, and they have now moved up to fifth wheels. And here's the thing, folks, ever since Coleman moved to Keystone, their fit and finish has gotten so much better than what we've seen in the past. And we'll see it as we go through this fifth wheel. It's a great layout. This one has washer dryer prep. You have a desk, you have solid surface countertops, a king bed. You have this giant side patio, which is what this floor plan is all about. And just take a look at the size of this massive awning. Now, we're going to kind of check out the outside in a little bit. We'll go a little bit more in depth, but first I want to take a look at some of the interior features. Now, granted, this is a prototype, so there will be, or at least I'm told there may be a few changes, and I will go through those as we go through the coach here. Your basic layout, as you can see, you have theater seating right here. This is your living area directly across from your TV. You have your kind of mid-living bar area, and then a big rear kitchen. You have the desk back here. And then, of course, we have what it's really all about, and that is this 10-foot powered side patio. Folks, this is the same side patio that you would have on like a Montana or Fusion fifth wheel. This is a huge side patio again, and it is powered, which makes it super easy to use. Most of the ones on like your travel trailers, they're not going to be powered, right? They're going to be manual, and that's not the case. They went with the upgraded one in here in the fifth wheel. Now, as we take a look, I do kind of want to just point out we'll kind of start right back here in the kitchen. So you have solid surface countertops, which Coleman kind of has through their more upscale lines, and that's, again, I would expect that, but I do enjoy it. They put that in here, especially at the price point of the Coleman fifth wheel coaches. Now, something they did that was kind of unique is right back here is that they put in a desk area. So that way, if you want to work, you have the chair right there, you can do your business. Now, I asked the rep, I said, I love this, but what if someone doesn't want this, right? What if you're not one that works while you're on the road? What if you just want more storage space or more amenities in the kitchen? What can we do here? So what he had said is what they may do is put an electrical outlet right down here. That way they can put like a mini fridge or a wine cooler, something like that right here. I want to know your thoughts. Do you like that idea? I think it's a great idea just because I like the idea of a wine cooler or a mini fridge there just because it's right off the patio, super easy to get to. But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that's a good idea to have that electrical outlet, to have that option? Let me know in the comments so that way I can get back to the manufacturer to say, yes, let's do that. Or no, people are saying they wouldn't use it. Don't worry about it. Save the extra 15 bucks, pass it on to the consumer, whatever it may be. As we kind of flip around to the back, though, we'll take a look at the rest. I'm also told this electrical outlet and USB port are going to move down. They're a little high. That way when your appliances are here, hopefully it'll kind of hide the cord a little bit better. A little bit of storage over to this side there, as well as storage along the top. You'll see it does have the glass inserts, help break up the wood there. This is pretty accessible at 6 foot. I can reach just about everything in here. The same cannot be said for this storage up top here. That one is a little bit higher. You probably will need a step stool to reach that. But I like the fact that they included it because they didn't have to, right? Any storage is better than no storage, even if it is hard to access. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Now, right up here, you can see the max air fan. So that way, if you're cooking in your kitchen, you want to get smells out nice and quickly, that'll do it. Or you can just open up some windows to get that cross ventilation. As you would expect, undermount stainless steel bowl, nice big high-rise pull-out faucet here. A bank of 3 drawers. You have to have drawers to make a functional kitchen, and they give you that right there. You will also see underneath. I love Coleman for this. I love that they do this. They put the plumbing over to the side here. It'd be way easier just to run it straight down right in the middle, but they said, no, we're going to be thoughtful. We're going to be, we're going to think through this and make sure that we have good execution. And they moved it over to the side. They had intentionality. So now you have enough space for a trash can. Or if you want to put, a big storage bin for your cleaning chemicals, like you can put all that in there. You will also see over to the side, there is a, sink top covers. That's what I was looking for. So one will be a drying rack. The other one is going to be a cutting board. Now we kind of move over into the slide out, and it is a really tall slide. Here, let me flip this around for you and just kind of show you. I'm 6 foot tall. Look how much space I have here to this slide box. Like, these are huge slides in here. Just gives you a ton of space. It feels so much more open than when it's a smaller slide, and it allows for bigger windows. Like, look how big this window is behind your cooktop. That brings in so much more light, and again, feels so much more open. Solid surface countertops here. You can see the electrical outlet over to this side, 3-burner cooktop. Down underneath, that isn't just a microwave, that is also an air fryer. More storage, including the big storage right down below here, so you do have some additional space for pots and pans. Of course, there is plenty of storage underneath there if you want to throw your pots and pans in there too. 16 cubic foot fridge freezer. We have the freezer on the left, the fridge here on the right. I mean, that's a great space, folks, especially at this price point. You know, I'm so used to, you know, I've been doing this for so long that back in the day, a fifth wheel in this price point, this size, would be literally half that. It would literally be 8 cubic foot, and this is 16. So, you know, if you're looking to upgrade into a new fifth wheel, know that you will get more cold storage. That's a big deal. You'll also see theater seating right across, or right over here. Now, the thing I love about this, right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat. First off, right down here, I have my fireplace. So the thing I like about this, not only does it look nice, but folks, that is an electric space heater. That's just gonna be kicking heat right here if I want it. I mean, I'm gonna be nice and toasty. I think that's actually great placement. That's super smart. And then right up top, you can see the TV here again, storage up above that. You have 2 chairs on either side, solid surface table. As I mentioned, just so much intentionality through the new Coleman fifth wheels. Now, if we take a look kind of right over to this side, right, theater seating right down here, over to the side there is your pantry. You know why I love this? 2 reasons. 1, if you are one like me, where you want to put appliances in a pantry, you have 2 electrical outlets right there. You want to put a coffee maker in there? Sure. You want a toaster in there? Yup. You want a bigger air fryer so you can run 2? You can do that as well. But on top of that, if you are one where you're going to be staying in this for a long time, you can remove these 2 shelves. And what is that? Yeah, that is washer and dryer prep, folks. In a coach this size, that is something you normally don't see. Now, I know that the vast majority of people don't get washer and dryer in their unit, even if they have the availability for it. But the fact that you can, the fact that if later on down the road you decide you want to spend more time in it, again, I like that they thought through the fact that they gave that for you, so you're able to do that. Another great move is this right here. As soon as you come inside, boom, you have this coat rack. You have one over here, a couple right here, and you get a bench seat with a spot for shoes underneath. Now, granted, this isn't huge. I'm not going to lie to you and say that you can fit a family's worth of sneakers in there. You're getting a pair, maybe 2 if you stack them on top of each other, or a pair of flip-flops or something in there. It's not huge, but it is something. And realistically, if you really wanted to, and I probably would, but you can put another pair right underneath here, right? So there is a little bit more space there as well. But I do just I like that move. What is this? What is this? Game of Thrones? Anyway, here's some additional storage space. You can see that you have your control panel right here. Now, this is something I want to mention, and you'll learn this real quickly if you get this coach. Slide 1 is actually a slide. Slide 2 is your powered patio. So just know that when it says slide 2, that's what this is for. I don't know if you can see it right there-ish is your 18K Furion Chill Cube, the 18,000 BTU in here. You have that in conjunction with another, I believe it's 8,000 BTU AC in the bedroom. Yes, you can run both of those at the same time as well as the fireplace, no problem whatsoever. Now, let's take a look kind of heading up the stairs. You'll see the countertop. Now, you will notice that here, or maybe you can't notice, so I'm going to tell you, but this is not solid surface, right? They went to a thermoformed countertop here in the bathroom. That does save a little bit of money. I understand it. It's not as big of a deal as it is in the kitchen. And it is still going to be a big upgrade over your T-mold, right? Like especially right here in the corner, you don't have the T-mold popping out right there. Still get a nice stainless steel bowl. You have the oil rub bronze faucet there. Tankless water heater in here as well. Tankless water heaters are great. A lot of manufacturers are using them. My one tip that I was given, and I guess it makes a lot of sense, is if you start getting cold spikes, like while you're showering, you can just set this to a lower temp. Instead of having it at like, 120, because that's built for mixing hot and cold, just set it to like 105 and just use the hot side in the shower, and that will eliminate your cold spikes. So there it is, pro tip for the day. I also do want to point out, if you're not familiar with Keystone, anywhere you see this little yellow sticker on an outlet, that means it is pre-wired for an inverter if you want one. So know that that is pretty much, not every outlet, but darn near every outlet in the coach. You will see a bank of drawers here underneath the sink. Boom. Again, you do have, it looks tighter than it is on camera, but you do have enough space on this side over here for a trash can. I do want to mention that. A couple other things in here. One, you get an elongated porcelain toilet. Folks, this is something you just almost never see in an RV. I personally like to see it. I prefer an elongated toilet. I think that's really cool that they have that. I think do they still have, yeah, take a look at that. Boom, slow close toilet seats. The other, I guess, only negative I want to speak about here in the bathroom is at 6 foot tall, I do have to duck to get in to clear this door. Not a huge deal. Just know that, I do have to duck my head a little to be able to get in through here. Same thing to be able to step into the shower, right? You can see that. But once I'm in the shower, thanks to this skylight, I have enough space. I could be 6'1", and still be able to stand in here. If you're much taller than that, just know that you may have to bend down a little. That's just because this is a mid-profile, right? So it's a little bit shorter ceiling height. That's what's going to help with the weight, some of that price point, be able to get it to where it is. But if you're 6'1" or under, no issues whatsoever. You also have the upgraded Oxygenics shower head right here, so that it adds air to it to feel like there's more water pressure, which can be huge, especially if you're just running off a fresh water tank. You will notice that you have some shelves here. They're like most shelves, folks. You can maybe fit a bar of soap there. They're not super helpful, but they're better than nothing at all. You'll also see right across the way here, you have your towel bar, so you can hang a towel. Yes, it is ducted in here, so it stays nice and cool. You also have a heat vent on the floor so that it can stay warm in the colder temps. This is big. You get the larger 14-inch fan in here. This is a huge upgrade to have. I know it seems minor, but you'd be surprised how many still have like the small little, what in industry we call them a fart fan that doesn't really do anything. That's not the case here. This thing is going to get the air out in a hurry. It's going to get the moisture out, going to get the smell out, all that. This is going to be exactly what you want. You'll see the mirrored medicine cabinet there, right? Decent storage behind that too. And then of course we have our hand towel ring over to the side. Stepping into the bedroom, it still doesn't disappoint, folks. You have a king bed. Yes, a king bed. You have a windshield up front. You have windows on both sides. You have cross ventilation. You have light coming in. You have storage on both sides. You have electrical outlets and USB ports. And right up top here is that 8,000 BTU AC, so you can stay nice and cool on even the hottest of days. You'll also see over to the side, this is where you can plug in a TV if you want to watch a little bit of TV before you go to bed. And then right over to the side here, you can see that you have a spot to hang clothes, as well as you have some additional storage here right down underneath. Now, I really, really, really like this floor plan. I really like what they have done. The biggest thing, though, of course, is this side patio. I mean, this, in my opinion, is what really makes this floor plan special. I have been told, I do want to mention this, and then we'll check out the outside. I have been told that this TV is going to move up, right? And then I think the door is going to fold down and the speakers will be up top. The reason for that, right? The reason they did it this way, it makes sense because they'll be sitting right here. They figured they'll be sitting on a chair watching TV. However, the point came up, well, what if you're out here and you still want to watch TV? Oh, that's a good point. So what they're going to do is they're going to raise it up so you're able to do that, and then have the speakers up top to be able to play music and kind of get beyond if there are people up here, which I do think that that is a pretty good move. But that and a potential outlet down here, I believe, are the only changes that they're planning on making on this coach. Other than that, it's going to be pretty much exactly what you see. So let's talk real quickly about the rest of the outside, right? Because there is going to be quite a bit here that I want to hit on. So if we take a look at the steps, this one does have the newest Suburban steps on here. This is what most manufacturers are going to for a couple different reasons. One, you have composite treads. They're not as slick when they're wet, and there's 0% chance for those to rust. Also, they probably have the best feet adjustment mechanism in the industry. It's a ratchet rather than a pin. It's just way easier to set up and use. Over to the side here, you will see that you have aluminum rims on the coach as well. We already talked about this beautiful side patio. Again, that is powered, folks. That's a huge feature to have. You have the massive awning with the LED light on it. I mean, look at the size of this awning, right? It covers your patio, covers your main entry door, covers your outside storage right here, which, speaking of, let's take a look at that. Again, very wonderfully done. The very beginning of this video, I talked about fit and finish. I mean, look at this, right? Like, you have good wire management up top. You know, all this is finished off. You have a heat duct in your pass-through so that this space will be heated if your furnace is running. You have an electrical outlet out here in case you need to hook anything up. And again, that is inverted. A couple lights over on the other side. We can see it when we go over there, but that is going to be your auto level control. And right down underneath here is your propane quick connect in case you want to do some outside grilling. Two 30-pound propane tanks on this beauty as well. And when we swing around to the front, a couple features up here. Fully painted front cap. We talked about that windshield inside. Lets in a lot of natural light. Looks gorgeous. This right here is currently the best pin box that you can get in the industry right now. This is the Kurt Helix. It utilizes this shock as well as the spring to help eliminate that bucking and chucking. And so the coach just kind of like floats down the road. Kind of taking a look underneath, slam latch baggage door up front here. Spare tire is going to be inside, so it's protected from the elements. We can see our battery box over to the side. Again, great cable management all the way throughout here. You can see your 12-volt distribution box. Right up top is your solar charge controller. This one, I believe, comes with the 220 on it, and so you get the 100-amp MPPT controller, the inverter prep right next to it. You also have a disconnect for your solar in there, as well as the main battery disconnect. So you have a couple different ways to shut off the power. Well, I guess one way to shut off power, and then another to just shut off your solar. Other side of the pass-through, just kind of wanted to quickly show you. So right there is the auto level. Coming back a little further, this, I really like what they've done here too. Nope, there it is. It's going to say it should have a motion sensor light. But the thing I really like that they have done is that they have contained your utility side, right? Everything here is self-contained. It's not going into the pass-through. How often have you had something like hooked up into your city water, right? And the hose just has a little leak because the gasket's bad. I mean, dude, all of my garden hoses leak. And normally all that water, you know, if it piles up here, it's gonna go into the pass-through. That's not the case. Obviously you have this, so all the water will eventually dump out. But I love that this is all self-contained and sealed. You will also see that your black and gray tank valves are insulated. Yes, insulated valve bodies, meaning this coach can handle colder temps. Easy winterization here as well. And then right up top, you have additional solar in case you have like a briefcase that you want to add, briefcase style solar. Right over there is the outside of your on-demand water heater. And then the last thing I want to talk about here, we'll go around to this back, I guess, in a second. But one more thing I want to talk about is the slide system. Yes, they utilize through frame slides on here, which, you know, I normally say is arguably the best slide, but I don't think anyone can even argue the point anymore. It is just the best slide system, at least when it comes to being the most bulletproof, right? Having the least issues. Your through frame slide is going to be that one. Now, does it take up some space in the underbelly so they have to maneuver tanks and stuff around that? Sure. But in my opinion, it's a fair trade-off. I would rather have the better slide system, at least for me. Right back here is going to be your 50-amp plug-in. This one, it does run off the 50-amp. You can see, mainly because of the washer and dryer, but you can see here your cable hookup. Also back underneath, if your state allows it, this one can tow 3,000 pounds and you get your flat 4 here. So if you have a boat or another trailer you want to tow behind this, that plugs into the flat 4, this one has the capability to do that. Again, make sure you check with your state laws, make sure that that is legal. Backup camera prep there, ladder prep on here as well. I'm telling you folks, this is such a good floor plan. Having the side patio here in this length, in this weight, in this price point, is just something that's never been done before, and Coleman just keeps knocking it out of the park with their layouts. If you are interested in this one and you would like price and availability, there will be a link down below in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see you.